Prayer that heals disease in a second starts with a kind of faith that does asterisk asterisk not know how to wait asterisk asterisk. This is not soft faith. This is not let's see what happens of faith. This is asterisk asterisk now or never faith asterisk asterisk. The kind of faith that looks at sickness, pain, weakness, reports, and diagnoses and still says asterisk, this is not the final word. Asterisk, when you pray with this faith, you are not negotiating with God. You are standing on what you already believe he can do. Most people pray hoping something might change. But healing prayer demands asterisk asterisk certainty asterisk asterisk. You don't pray like you're unsure. You pray like you know. You pray like your spirit already saw the outcome before your body caught up. That's why some prayers take time, not because God is slow, but because faith is weak. Doubt stretches the distance between the prayer and the miracle. Faith collapses it. Faith doesn't wait for evidence. Faith asterisk asterisk creates evidence asterisk asterisk. When you pray for instant healing, your mindset has to shift from asterisk. If God wants asterisk to asterisk, God is able right now. Asterisk C, sickness loves hesitation. Disease grows in the atmosphere of fear, confusion, and uncertainty. But the moment real faith enters the room, sickness gets uncomfortable. Faith speaks a different language. Faith doesn't explain pain. It asterisk asterisk confronts it asterisk asterisk. Faith says asterisk, I don't care how long it's been here, you're not staying. Asterisk Eric Thomas always talks about hunger wanting something as bad as you want to breathe. That same intensity applies here. A prayer that heals in a second is fueled by asterisk asterisk unapologetic belief asterisk asterisk. You pray like your life depends on it because sometimes it does. You don't pray calmly when you're drowning, you fight for air. And when prayer becomes that urgent, that raw, that focused, it carries power. This faith doesn't wait for the right moment, the right feeling, or the right circumstances. It prays in pain, it prays while shaking, it prays even when the body says no, because faith understands something critical. Asterisk asterisk, God doesn't need perfect conditions to perform a miracle asterisk asterisk. He only needs belief. The body might be weak, but faith doesn't come from the body. It comes from the spirit. And here's the hard truth. Many people delay their healing because they delay their belief. They wait until they feel better to believe instead of believing until they feel better. Faith that heals instantly flips the order. It believes first, it speaks first, it declares first, and then the body follows. The miracle doesn't start in the flesh. It starts in the mind and spirit. When you pray with this level of faith, you stop repeating the problem and start declaring the promise. You stop saying asterisk, I'm sick, asterisk, and start saying asterisk, I'm healed, asterisk, not because you're pretending, but because you're asterisk, asterisk, prophesying asterisk, asterisk. You're aligning your words with what you believe God can do in a moment. Faith that refuses to wait understands one thing clearly. Asterisk asterisk, time is not a limitation for God asterisk asterisk. Seconds, minutes, years, it's all the same to him. What matters is belief. The moment faith becomes unshakable, healing becomes possible, sometimes immediately. So when you pray for healing, don't pray like you're unsure. Pray like someone who knows who they're talking to. Pray like someone who expects movement. Pray like someone who refuses to wait another second to be whole. Because when faith refuses to wait, miracles don't either. Folded. Fire prayer that heals disease in a second is never casual. It is born from asterisk asterisk desperation asterisk asterisk. Real desperation. The kind that comes when you've tried everything else and nothing worked. When medicine helped a little but not enough. When advice ran out, when strength is gone, that's when prayer stops being polite and starts being asterisk asterisk, powerful asterisk asterisk. Desperation changes the sound of your voice, the focus of your mind, and the intensity of your faith. See, comfortable prayers rarely create instant miracles. Routine prayers don't shake anything but desperate prayers. They interrupt heaven. Desperation means you are no longer praying just because it's time. You're praying because you have no other option. And when prayer becomes your last option, it becomes your strongest weapon. Eric Thomas always says that pain can either break you or build you. Desperation is what happens when pain builds pressure inside you, and that pressure forces your faith to rise. You stop worrying about how you sound. You stop caring who's watching. You stop praying cute prayers. You cry out, you plead, you declare, you fight. That's the kind of prayer that moves fast. In desperation, prayer becomes raw. There's no script, no filter, just honesty. You tell God exactly where it hurts. You tell him how scared you are. You tell him how tired you are, and then right in the middle of that vulnerability, you choose to believe anyway. That's the turning point, because desperation without faith is just pain, but desperation with faith is power. The Bible is full of people who were healed instantly because they refused to stay silent. Blind men shouting, a woman touching a garment, a father begging for his child. None of them were calm. None of them were quiet. They were desperate, and that desperation became the doorway to their miracle. Healing didn't wait for perfect posture or perfect words. It responded to urgency. Desperation focuses prayer. When you're desperate, distractions disappear. You're not multitasking, you're not half praying, you're fully locked in. Your mind, heart, and spirit are aligned on one thing, healing. That level of focus creates spiritual intensity, and intensity produces movement. Disease thrives when prayer is weak and scattered, but it retreats when prayer becomes targeted and fierce. Here's the part people don't like to hear. Desperation humbles you. It strips away pride. It forces you to admit you can't do this alone. And humility attracts divine power. God resists pride, but he responds to humility when you're desperate enough to say, I need you right now. Heaven listens closely. Desperation also fuels persistence even in seconds. Some people give up in the same moment they pray. But desperate faith stays engaged. Even if the healing doesn't show immediately, desperation keeps believing, keeps declaring, keeps pushing. And many times the miracle happens mid. Prayer because the intensity doesn't drop. A prayer that heals instantly is not soft. It's urgent. It carries weight. It carries tears. It carries conviction. It carries surrender. Desperation says, I won't leave this place the same, and when that kind of prayer rises, something breaks sometimes in a second. So don't be ashamed of desperation. Don't hide it. Use it. Let it sharpen your prayer. Let it deepen your faith. Let it turn your cry into a command, because when desperation breaks the silence, healing hears it loud and clear. Folded via a prayer that heals disease in a second is not spoken from fear. It is spoken from authority. There is a difference between asking and commanding, between hoping and declaring. Most people pray like victims of the problem, but instant healing prayer comes from someone who knows they have power in their voice. Authority doesn't mean arrogance. It means confidence in who is backing you. When you pray with authority, you are not talking about the sickness. You are talking to it. You stop describing symptoms and start issuing commands. Disease understands fear, but it responds to authority. Fear gives sickness permission to stay. Authority tells it to leave. And the moment your prayer shifts from begging God to act to standing in what you believe God has already given you, the atmosphere changes. Eric Thomas always talks about identity, knowing who you are and refusing to play small. That same mindset applies in prayer. If you see yourself as powerless, your prayer will sound powerless. But when you understand that you are not alone, that you are backed by divine power, your words carry weight. Authority is not about volume, it's about belief Even a quiet prayer can shake sickness if it's rooted in conviction. Fear weakens prayer, fear makes you whisper, fear makes you question, fear makes you repeat the problem over and over. Authority does the opposite. Authority speaks once and expects movement. It doesn't argue with doubt, it overpowers it. When authority enters prayer, fear exits the room, and where fear leaves, healing can flow. Authority also requires alignment. You cannot command what you secretly doubt. You cannot speak power while feeding fear. That's why mental discipline matters. Before you open your mouth, you must settle your heart. You must decide, who am I trusting? Authority begins internally before it's ever spoken externally. The moment you make up your mind, your words follow. Instant healing prayers are direct, no confusion. No apology, no hesitation. They sound like this sickness does not belong here. They sound like my body will not be controlled by fear. They sound like healing is happening now. These words are not magic, but belief behind them is. Authority doesn't come from perfect language. It comes from certainty. Here's the reality. Sickness is loud. Pain screams, symptoms demand attention. Authority teaches you to speak louder than your pain, not with emotion, but with truth. You acknowledge the pain, but you don't bow to it. You recognize the diagnosis, but you don't let it define the outcome. Authority says, I see you, but you don't rule me. And authority must be consistent. You can't pray with power and then immediately talk in fear. You can't declare healing and then declare defeat 5 minutes later. Authority is maintained by what you say after the prayer. Your words either reinforce the command or cancel it. That's why discipline matters. That's why mindset matters. Healing doesn't just respond to one strong moment. It responds to sustained belief. When you pray with authority, you stand upright spiritually. You're not shrinking. You're not apologizing for asking big. You're not minimizing your faith to match your situation. You're elevating your faith above it, and that shift right there is where instant healing becomes possible. So stop begging like you're powerless. Start speaking like you're supported. Command with faith. Declare with confidence. Pray like you know you're heard, because when authority replaces fear, sickness loses its grip, sometimes in a second. Folded, fire a prayer that heals disease in a second does not end with amen. It continues with obedience This is the part most people ignore, but it's the part that activates what was prayed for. You can have faith. You can pray with desperation. You can speak with authority. But if your actions don't align with your prayer, you slow down what could have happened instantly. Obedience is the proof that you truly believed what you prayed. Eric Thomas always says that information without application is useless. The same is true with prayer. Prayer without obedience is just words. Obedience says, I trust God enough to move before I see the result. That's dangerous faith. That's the kind of faith that makes healing move fast. In many instant healings, the miracle happened after the instruction. Stand up, walk, go wash, stretch out your hand. The healing didn't wait for comfort, it followed obedience. God often gives a direction that doesn't make sense to the pain you're feeling. Your body says don't move. Fear says, what if nothing happens? Obedience says, I'm moving anyway. Obedience requires surrender. You have to let go of control. You stop telling God how to heal you and start trusting Him to do it His way. Sometimes obedience means changing habits that helped create the sickness. Sometimes it means forgiving someone who hurt you. Sometimes it means resting when you're addicted to grinding. Sometimes it means letting go of stress, anger, or pride. Healing doesn't always fail because of weak prayer. It fails because of resistance. Instant healing prayers are often blocked by delayed obedience. People pray for healing but keep doing what's harming them. They ask for restoration but refuse to change their environment. They want God to fix what they won't stop breaking. Obedience closes that gap. It tells heaven, I'm serious about this change. Obedience also strengthens faith. Every small step reinforces belief. When you act in alignment with your prayer, your mind starts catching up with your faith. Fear loses power, confidence grows, the body responds to the signals sent by belief and action working together. Healing accelerates when obedience and faith move in the same direction. There's also obedience in what you say. After you pray, your words matter. Speaking life is obedience. Refusing to complain is obedience. Declaring progress instead of defeat is obedience. You don't have to deny pain, but you don't let pain dominate your language. Obedience guards your mouth because you understand that words can either protect the miracle or sabotage it. Obedience doesn't mean perfection. It means effort. It means responsiveness. It means when you feel prompted to move, forgive, rest, change, or step out, you do it. Healing often happens in motion, not while waiting, not while hesitating, but while obeying. And here's the truth, obedience is risky. It exposes your faith. If nothing happens, you look foolish. But faith has always been risky. Every miracle in history required someone to move first. Obedience is the bridge between prayer and manifestation. So if you're praying for instant healing, don't just pray move . Do what faith looks like. Act like you believe. Walk like you trust. Speak like it's already done. Because when obedience follows prayer, miracles don't stay delayed. They activate. Prayer starts the process. Obedience completes it. And when both meet, healing doesn't take long. It can happen in a second. Folded fire.